Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Michael Zuber, one rental at a time. We are back with a legend, Mr. Adrian Hernandez. How you doing, sir?
You're too kind, Zuber. You're too kind. I'm alive. I'm excited. I'm full of energy. I'm excited to be on this call this morning, man. What is today? Wednesday? Happy Wednesday to you.
I think it's Tuesday. Tuesday. Yeah. It's every day Saturday, man. It's just Saturday.
Who knows?
I love this. So we have three exciting topics today. The first one is actually what happened, and then the other two just came because you're an awesome individual. So the first one, Adrian, is you put out a post, I think it was on Instagram, summarizing your first year of being or having Airbnb units. So I thought we would talk about it because it's some pretty impressive numbers.
Yeah, it's well, first and foremost, I've been going to this destination since I was a kid. My parents always took us there for vacation, and it's in Lake Havasu, Arizona, right? Omar Alfaro has a few there also. Mm-hmm. And the first year, so that video I actually filmed last year in December. I just happened to repost it on Instagram. But the first year was much different than this past year of what I've noticed on Airbnb. It's still really, really good. We bought a second property in the area, and we're actually turning the back garage. We're going to make it a duplex. So the front unit's a 2-1. We're turning the back into a 2-1 also, and we're going to rent that out. But we noticed last year, there was a big surge in Airbnb in Lake Havasu. There wasn't as many rentals. There wasn't as much competition. And we noticed a huge return last year from just the 9 months that we had the property, because we didn't end up getting it until March.
Okay. Yeah. So let's talk about that, right? So you've been investing in real estate for a while. You had no Airbnbs until this one, correct?
Correct. Yeah. So I had no Airbnbs. Reason being, like most of us, right? We don't know what we don't know. There was a lot of scarcity, unknown.
Sure.
They're going to demolish the house. They're going to throw parties. And then we started looking at it, and we started to run the numbers backwards. And we looked at the average. We actually rented an Airbnb, and we went, hold on. We just spent right $900 for this weekend. And then so I called the owner and I go, hey, how often does this rent? And he goes, dude, it's rented. He goes,
every day.
I cannot not rent it. It's
right.
Because I have bookings upon bookings. So I go, interesting. So we start looking, and what's crazy, guys, is this wasn't a deal. This was an on-market transaction. This wasn't I didn't get it from a wholesaler. I didn't get it from a flipper, an agent. I happened to be on Zillow, and I'm looking and I go, this is a nice backyard, had a tiki hut, had a pool. It was listed at $425. I called the agent. I said, hey, what if you double end it? Can you get it me at $400? Calls me back. He goes, I can't get it to you at $400, but I can get it at $405. I said, okay. So I ran the numbers on our mortgage. Our mortgage would only be just under $2,000, $1,900. And then I looked at how much we can rent it for. And I noticed that we could get on average anywhere between $500 a night on the weekend, right? Mm-hmm. Friday, Saturday, we can get $500. We can get $500 each night. So that's $1,000. If we rented it out for 2 weekends, just Friday and Saturday, 2 times, we pay for our mortgage, right? Okay. That's $2,000. And then we started noticing we were putting it up for the week, and we would get people that would check in on Monday and they would check out on Sunday, and it would be a $3,500 week. It would be a $4,000 week. And 1 week, I remembered right when we put the Airbnb up, the first week paid for our entire mortgage for the month.
That's awesome.
So my wife's like, well, then why don't we just let it ride? We were going to remodel this house. The house is beautiful. Keep in mind, it's turnkey. You can move in it today and you're perfectly fine with it. But it's, older cabinets, you know, with the wood cabinets. They're not the white cabinets, the older countertops. It had good flooring, but we go, why don't we do this? Instead of remodeling it, let's just rent it out. Let's see what we can get over the next 2 years. Mm-hmm. The first year we cleared $35,000. Wow. Which on profit after paying the mortgage.
After this, 35 grand.
Yeah, 35 grand. Now, mind you, there was some, I think when you look at it, there's about $1,600 in repairs that we had. Okay. We did have a guest who, they had a wild Vegas pool party in the backyard. So that costed us some money. But prior to that, it netted very close to $35,000, which was pretty amazing for an Airbnb that we vacation to half of the time.
That is amazing. So, okay. So So again, there's so much in this I want people to realize, right? You weren't in the business. You weren't looking for one. You have friends. We talked about Omar having a couple of there. You're like, hey, that's good. You double check, you check this, you buy an on-market deal, which is my entire portfolio is on-market deals. And then you go for it. You try it once. So it worked out. I'm curious, right? Did you do the whole some is good, more is better, and you decide to buy more, or you're one and done, or what's going on here with Airbnb?
So right when we saw the numbers on that one, which was towards the end of last year, I said, we have to buy another.
Some is good, more is better.
We have to buy another one. My wife and I look at each other, we have to buy another one. Now, the thing is, and you guys all know, towards the end of last year and the beginning of 2021, the market was just, it was there. You couldn't stop it. It was like a rocket ship.
Yeah, straight up.
So our home at 405 went to 650 overnight.
Oh my God.
Literally overnight, right? So, and I'm going, okay, hold on. The same house that we were trying to buy, now it's 650. And in my mind, when I ran the numbers backwards, it didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Right. Because the market changed that fast. So I said, okay, well, then what's the other option? And the other option is I got to find an off-market deal.
Right.
So I happened to pick up Omar's razor, right? He has a fun little razor. So I picked it up. I'm like, dude, you mind? He's like, dude, take it. It hasn't been used. Take it. So I take it. I'm going to garage sale to garage sale. And I finally stop at the last garage sale, corner lot, big back garage. And I'm like, hey, would you guys be open to selling the house? And I'm asking this to every garage sale I stop, by the way. And they're like, as a matter of fact, my father passed away. I'm here from Phoenix, Arizona. We're here doing this garage sale to clear everything out. And we're going to put it on the market this week. I said, interesting. Okay, well, what price are you guys looking for? He said 340. And in my mind, I'm like, 340 is a great price. I'm like, let me go back and run my numbers. I'll be back. And I call you back this evening. So I left her my name, my number. And this is important, guys, because it's important we have, and I love what Michael's doing on social media and YouTube, but this is really important. I left them my name and phone number. They Googled me that evening. They found me on Facebook. They found me on YouTube. They watched my videos. They found me on Instagram. When I called them back, they were excited to talk. They're like, oh, they acted like they knew who I was, right?
That's awesome.
And they're like, we saw your videos. We like who you are. We like your energy. Come over. Let's make a deal. We're not talking to the agent. So I go over. Sure enough, I get the property. They sign right. I take a one-page contract. They sign it right then and there on my iPad. We opened escrow and we closed a week later after that one garage sale.
There you go. Do the work. Some is good, more is better. Know your buy box.
Yes.
Go around, use your friend's scooter and go around and go to garage sales. I love that, man. So again, some is good, more is better. Try it out. Use your network. There's just so much in this story that I like. And you'll see in episode number 2, this little experiment has led to even bigger and better things. So, but before we get there, how can people follow you and get part of your world?
Yeah, so you guys can find me on Instagram at Adrian Hernandez. You can also find me on YouTube, Adrian Hernandez. I'm putting more content out there. Facebook is just at Adrian Hernandez also.
Very cool, man. Thanks for all you do.
I appreciate it. Thank you.